By dedicating just 2 hours per week to a minimalist, efficient, and high intensity workout routine, you can lose 20 to 30 pounds of fat, build muscle, and even improve your energy levels within 5 months, all without disrupting your demanding management consulting career. It sounds crazy, right, guys? But it's really possible. So if you are watching this, I hope you are a management consultant. And basically with this video, I want to introduce and explain to you what is a minimalist workout routine, why should you do it, and how. I'll provide a specific example. And it basically combines strength training with cardio and active recovery with minimal time investment. Okay, guys? So it's a lot of good value completely for free. So stay tuned and you will learn a lot of things today. Why should you listen to me? Well, as you can see from these pictures, I was a pretty skinny kid around 8 years ago. This is when I started my fitness journey. I was not happy with how I looked. I learned about strength training. I learned everything about the gym. I ended up putting a lot of muscle, but also a lot of fat. I was not happy with how I looked at all, although I was feeling much stronger. And more recently, a few years ago, I finally learned the best approach to really achieve my dream body in a sustainable way that I can keep it all year round while working as a consultant, while running an online business. So a lot of things going on in my life and still enjoying everything about life. I eat out very frequently. I travel. I spend time with friends. So yeah, I found the best approach to health and fitness. On top of this, I'm a top seller in Fiverr, which is a freelancing platform. I'm a top seller within the fitness niche. I've worked with over 1,000 clients. I've gathered almost 600 reviews, all 5 stars pretty much. So I've helped people from all kinds of industries, from all kinds of contexts. So yeah, I have a very solid experience in fitness and health. So yeah, guys, before deep diving into the content, I just want to highlight that this is a high-level overview video. I expect to take 10-15 minutes. But if you want to get personalized help and guidance specific to your own lifestyle, to your own work, I can definitely help you. You can DM me or simply book a call with me. We can have a conversation and potentially work together, okay? So that's it. The links are in the description for that. So, deep diving into the content. First, key principles for a minimalist workout routine. Again, as a management consultant, the time is your most valuable asset. You guys work long hours. You don't have a lot of time to enjoy yourself, to work out, to dedicate to fitness, to spend time with friends. So a minimalist workout routine really leverages high intensity, results driven exercises that maximize your time in the gym without sacrificing your fitness goals. And when I say maximize your time in the gym, it doesn't have to be necessarily in the gym. It can be at home, whatever equipment you have access to. Okay, guys? So these are some of the main principles that will guide you in creating a powerful routine. Firstly, intensity over duration. For your specific case, it's better to have short, intense, and challenging workouts because they basically deliver better results than long and very frequent workouts, okay? The focus should be on intensity and consistency. Pushing yourself during shorter workouts and try to improve on these workouts over time will really activate muscle growth and fat loss. Number 2, it's super important that you focus on compound movements, okay? These are exercises that work multiple muscle groups at once. So it not only saves you time, but it really maximizes efficiency in the gym. For each muscle group, you should pick one compound movement to be performed every week. And here I listed some of the main compound movements of the main muscle groups. For example, for the chest, you have the bench press, the dumbbell press, push-ups. For the back, you have the pull-ups, chin-ups, barbell rows. For the shoulder, you have basically the shoulder press. For the quads, you have all the variations of squats, leg press. And then for the hamstrings and glutes, you have the deadlifts, the hip thrusts, and so on. Okay, guys? Now, after compound movements, your second top priority is the isolation movements, okay? These are exercises, as the name suggests, that target specific muscles and basically improve the muscle definition of these muscles, and really helps to improve weaknesses, body weaknesses of your own body. and it's important to add them whenever you have time for this extra focus. For example, for the chest, you have the cable flies. For the back, you have the pullovers, shoulders, lateral raises, and so on. Okay, guys? So for each muscle group, you have isolation movements. Now, once the strength training is done, you also need to take care of your cardio, okay? This can be either done by high intensity interval training or simply steady state cardio. They both bring amazing benefits, so choose the one you like the most. And basically, they just improve your overall health, your endurance, you burn more calories, so it stimulates fat loss even further. And they can be done quite quickly, so they fit in your schedule. They are very easy to do. You can simply go for a run, for example, so you are not dependent on equipment. So they are amazing, okay, guys? Now, number 5, consistency, not frequency. Again, you don't need to work out 5 days a week, 1 hour workouts every day. This is not appropriate, especially if you are a management consultant, where the health and fitness, unfortunately, is not your main priority at this stage of your life, most likely. I mean, you are working in a very demanding career, so it's hard to make this your priority. So really 2 to 3 sessions a week or 2 hours a week can be enough to achieve amazing results as long as you stay consistent, okay? Consistency is the key. And what I mean by consistency is to be able to follow this routine for a prolonged period of time. It has to be part of your own lifestyle. It's a non-negotiable in your life. And finally, 6, active recovery. So between strength and cardio workouts, it's important to keep your body moving without really overtraining. These things can be simply going for a walk, for a stretching session, for a yoga session, or simply play a sport with your friends on the weekend, whether it's football, paddle, basketball, whatever. It can be fun and not too exhausting, okay? It's more like a fun leisure activity. Now, moving on into the actual workout plan, minimalist workout plan that I want to show you, only taking 2 hours a week. This specific workout plan is not the only possibility, okay? It really depends on your preferences and your own lifestyle. Some people prefer to exercise maybe 5 days a week with 15-minute workouts, 20-minute workouts. Others prefer to go 3 times a week, 1 hour workouts. So it really depends. My main point here is that you achieve amazing results with just dedicating 2 hours per week to your fitness. So part number one, strength training. I suggest that you guys do 2 strength training sessions per week. Each session should take about 45 minutes at most. And this is basically the foundation to build muscle, boost your metabolism, and just improve your overall body composition, okay? Well, this should be 2. When it comes to these sessions, it should be divided, well, in 2 parts, actually 3 parts if we count with the warm-up, but it's a warm-up, then 3 compound movements targeting distinct muscle groups and 2 isolation movements. So in total, 5 exercises. And when it comes to the actual structure, it starts with a 5-minute warm-up, okay guys? This is essential to really prepare your muscles, increase the blood flow, and reduce the risk of injury. And you can simply focus on a few dynamic full body movements that basically engage your joints and all your basically your entire body. Some examples could be jumping jacks, arm circles, leg swings, body weight squats. So you can perform maybe 3 or 4 exercises, 30 to 60 seconds each. It should not take more than 5 minutes. Even 3 minutes is enough for this. Then after you are done with your warm-up, this is where you actually start your working sets, your real workout. We start with compound movements, 25 to 30 minutes at most. And basically you pick 2 compound movements. And for each one, you'll first do lightweight sets to make your muscles warmed, okay? These sets are not supposed to make you feel tired. You just gradually increase the weight until you get close to your real working sets. And yeah, you are not supposed to get tired, okay guys? So do maybe 2 or 3 warm-up sets, gradually increasing the weight until you get close to your working sets. After these warm-up sets, this is actually when you start your real working sets. So you'll perform 3 working sets for each compound movement, and here you want to make sure your form is on point and you really do the sets with power and a lot of strength and energy. And the point here is to gradually increase the weight across weeks. This is called progressive overload. So make the exercises more challenging across weeks, while also using the reverse pyramid training principle, which basically means you start with your heaviest weights first, and then you gradually decrease the weight and increase the reps. Okay, you can learn more about this training principle. You have a lot of information online. I will not deep dive much into this. Okay, so for example, before the example, rep ranges for each set should be always between 5 to 9 reps. Okay, do not go over 9 reps. And as an example, using the reverse pyramid principle, you do the first set 5 reps, the second set 6 reps, and the third set 8 reps. Okay. Finally, rest time should be between 3 minutes per set. When we're doing compound movement strength sets with low reps, I really recommend to take a bit longer rest periods to ensure full recovery and maintain strength to each working exercise. So you'll do this for 2 compound movements, okay? And it should take you, as I mentioned here, 25 to 30 minutes. Then you move to the isolation movements, okay, guys? Again, this is not the priority. So if you are really in a rush, you can just focus on the compounds. If you have the 45 minutes or even 35 minutes, you can most likely incorporate at least 1 isolation movement. And here you will perform 3 working sets for each isolation exercise, still following the progressive overload and reverse pyramid training principle. If the time allows, you can even go for 4 sets. Rep ranges should go a bit higher, between 8 to 12, and aim for controlled slow reps, okay? Here we want to really increase the time under tension of the muscle. And so the rest time is also a bit shorter, 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes. This allows you to maintain intensity while keeping the workout efficient, okay? So this is basically it, guys. It's very simple. You just do 2 sessions like this one every week, focus on progressive overload, and you'll see a lot of success in your fitness. Now, to complement the strength training, you should do cardio training. Here I recommend either once per week 30 minutes or 2 times per week 15 minutes. You can either do this after your workout, your strength workout, or on another separate day. But please avoid doing cardio before your actual strength training, because you want to prioritize the strength. You want to feel the freshest in your strength training. So here, I recommend 2 types of cardio workouts. You have the classic HIIT workouts, and then you have the steady state cardio. HIIT workouts can be treadmill sprints, stationary bike. So this is basically playing with the intensity of the workout. For example, stationary bike, you go for 20 seconds of all out pedaling, followed by 40 seconds of slow recovery. So you change it up, and it's really challenging, but it will really elevate your heart rate and improve your endurance, burn a lot of calories. So it's amazing. Personally, I usually do more the steady cardio. For example, jogging, swimming, cycling. So I go for maybe 30, 40, 50-minute run. If I'm in a rush, I'll go for a 20-minute run. But here I keep pace consistent, moderate, but challenging. It should not feel too easy, okay? So that's how you should tackle your cardio sessions. Again, it should be done either after the strength training, but never before, or you can do on separate days, okay? Really up to you. Now, active recovery. Here I put optional because, again, my main claim is that we can do all of this in 2 hours, and between the cardio and the strength training, we are already covering 2 hours. But active recovery should be something fun, something you look up to, and it's basically helping you reduce soreness, improve mobility, and just keeps your body moving, okay? It's not really about burning calories, it's just about recovery, stress reduction, socializing, and so on. So I usually recommend this on the weekends. This is where you have time to do more fun stuff. So you can go for just a walk outside, you can play some sports with friends, practice yoga. So again, this is not super essential to achieve great results, but it can be a bonus that can be super helpful, especially for your mental health, okay? So I usually recommend weekends for this. It should feel enjoyable, in fact. Finally, practical tips to maintain your routine as a consultant, okay? So I've presented you this workout routine example. There are other ways to approach to it and to split it, but this is probably my favorite one and the one that suits maybe 80% of consultants. Other people prefer a different approach, but usually this is what people like and stick to in the long term. And even if you have a very scheduled week, very packed week with a lot of meetings and work, even if you can only fit one workout, is better than none, okay? So always keep this in mind. Better to keep the consistency, even if you cannot follow exactly the plan as it is, you should try to at least do something. So here I just wrote down a few practical tips that you can integrate. First, always have a clear plan before you start. Do not waste time in the gym figuring out what to do. When you arrive to the gym, you should know exactly what exercises are you gonna do, the sets, the reps, the rest time. You should have everything figured out before you get into the gym, okay? This will allow you to optimize your results and save time. Secondly, this is not so easy, but try to set non-negotiable time slots. Block times on your working day or during your day to go to the gym or to get a workout in. They are quite short. It's very realistic to do this most of the weeks. I'm not saying every week you can do it, but it's very understandable that you need 2 hours a week. It's not asking much. 2 hours a week for yourself and for your health, okay? Thirdly, try to utilize gym-free workouts. Basic equipment like barbells and dumbbells. Don't rely a lot on machines, because if you are traveling or if you do not have access to a gym for some reason, it's easier to adapt to bodyweight exercises or very basic exercises that only require maybe a barbell or a set of dumbbells. Finally, focus on small wins, okay? You don't need to be perfect, and most likely you will not be perfect 100% of the time. Try to be perfect, or try to be very good, consistent 80% of the time, 70% of the time, okay? This is better than not doing anything, okay, guys? So to conclude, this minimalistic workout can really fit into your demanding consulting lifestyle. It's not that complicated, guys. You overcomplicate things. You put on your mind that you cannot work out, that you don't have time, but that's not true. You can really achieve great things with just 2 hours a week. You can really lose 20 to 30 pounds of fat. You can build muscle and basically improve your energy levels, your mental health, just positive things that will not only benefit your own personal life, but your professional career, okay? So again, thank you very much. I just put this sentence in the end. I found it pretty cool. It's not about how long you train, but how intensely and consistently you show up, okay? So yeah, guys, if you want to get in touch with me, please DM me or book a call with me, and I look forward to speaking with you. Goodbye.